Hi everyone, it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life, and I'm here for another process video. I'm hoping this one turns out okay. I've been having some problems. But what I'm going to do is use some of the Dear Lizzie, I almost want to say it's the Serendipity line. And then I add a little bit of Amy 10 as well. And what it is just a story about how we finally have a girl in our family. My sister and I, obviously, like, for our generation, there's lots of girls, but my sister has 2 boys, and then I have Jackson, so it's a very male-ran family. And so when she had Keria, we were so happy that there was another little girl in our family that we could spoil and use pink on and all that fun stuff. So that's kind of what this story's about. And so you can see I'm just kind of deciding how I want my layers to be. I am kind of getting inspiration from something I found on Pinterest, and the layout with the wood grain on the side for a border, and doing a side border instead of border at the top, like something I would normally do. And then I just added some stuff, you know, like the you use it for like birthdays and stuff, and you hang to make banners and fun stuff. So I just kind of crinkled some of that up, and then I love the way that turned out, and I stitched it on the page. And as you can see, I did change one of the layers that was originally a really bright pink. I changed it to this really soft mint, and there's some hints of pink in it as well, but I thought it tied in with the very bottom clipping that I made of the triangle. So, and then I brought in the doily, and I also brought in that So Very Sweet. So you can just see I'm just kind of playing along with what I want to do. And let me talk a little more about my sweet niece. So Keria was born in September of 2014, and Jackson was born January of 2015. So they're very close in age. I think they're like 4 months apart, and almost to the day, because she was born on the 18th and he was born on the 19th. So it's really cute how close they are. And they get to spend some time together. Not a whole lot of time, because my sister lives in Victoria. And if you're familiar with Canada at all, Victoria is on Vancouver Island. And to get to Vancouver Island, you have to take a ferry, and it is very, very expensive. It's not quite so bad if you just walk on. But when your sister has 3 children and you're walking on with your husband and your little one, it doesn't really work. So you'd have to take your own car. So it's not like we get to see her very often. But when we do, I love it, and I love to see them interact. And now that they're a little bit older, it's April on Wednesday, so really close. And Jackson in April will be turning... how old will he be turning? 15 months. So that kind of gives you an idea of how old they are. And they're both walking around now, which is so fun. So I can't wait till their next interaction, because I think it'll be the best one yet. So, but she's so sweet, and she's got such a gentle nature to her already, and which is great, because having brothers, you know, they're rambunctious, and they're great with her too. Zach and Tristan absolutely love their little sister, so it's great to see all that interaction. But it's nice to finally have a girl. So you're seeing me just do a little bit more. I had the hardest time deciding what I wanted to use as the second layer. So I ended up going with a Maggie Holmes, and I believe it was Maggie Holmes. But it kind of has the same feel, and it's almost the same color tone as my background paper. It just brings out the little bit more of the creamsicle color, so I really love doing that. And then I put my journal, and the journaling right now says, I love that we finally have a girl in our family, and I love to see the joy it brings to my sister, and I'm so proud to be able to be her auntie. And then I just dated it 2014. But I do end up changing it because I don't like the way it looks. But for now, that's what it is. And you see me playing, and I'm cutting this frame apart, which I do a lot. I don't really like to use frames as frames on pictures. I like to use them more as embellishment pieces to tuck into places. So you see me use that frame there. And then I'm also going to use a pink one that starts in one spot and then moves, because I started doing this layout and I posted it onto the Victoria Facebook Marie challenge Facebook group, because this is for a challenge, and I'm like, this is what I have, but it is so not done, I need help. And so I asked for some suggestions, and I received a few, and then I just kind of kept playing, and I went into added a few more layers, and at the end I'm really happy with the way it looked, but at first I was really mad at how it was going. So, but for now, you just see me doing what I am. And like I did mention, this is for the Victoria Marie Facebook group, and she does challenges. So she normally does 2 a week. She does a Wednesday hump day challenge, and then she does the weekend challenge. And it's so great because it just helps if you're stuck. It's a great jumping off point. So this weekend it was called Spring Inspiration, and she showed us this picture of a cherry blossom, and it's so beautiful. And I live, like I said, in the Lower Mainland, so Vancouver is known for its cherry blossoms. It's very famous for that, and we have a saying here that we call it Very Vancouver, because whenever you see cherry blossoms, it just automatically makes me think of Vancouver. And I know, like in the States, I think Washington, D.C. is kind of like that as well. So you can kind of think of it like that. So I just loved the inspiration, and this is my take on it by using a girly layout, because I don't get to do a whole lot of them. So here you see me fixing my journaling. So I decided I hated what I had done. So thank goodness I had another card that looked just like it. So I just replaced it. And then now my journaling is going to be hidden journaling. And the way I'm able to do that, and when it's in a page protector and still be able to pull it out, is I just cut a little slit in my page protector and then slide in my journaling with the tab sticking out. That way you can still pull it out. And as you can see, I'm adding a little washi to make it a little bit stronger. And because I had put tape on that tab already, it undid the tape, so it's not going to stick. So that's how I go around with that. And as you can see, I didn't have a very clear label or title for this. So I did Keria, and that's kind of my main title. There is right next to Keria, it says One and Only, because it's our one and only girl. And then I did add this banner that says, "Oh, so lovely." A lovely day is on my journaling. And then I do add, this is from the Kiss Kiss collection, I think Kiss Kiss is from Crate Paper, and it says Sweetheart. And then that is also the same one. And I just cut, because I want the hearts. I don't need it to say Valentine's, because this isn't a Valentine's Day layout. So I love the hearts, and at first I wanted it at the bottom, and then I didn't like the way that looks, so I just tucked it up at the top instead. And then I cut my sweetheart thing. I play around with where I want it to go, but I end up cutting it, and all you see is the sweetheart, and I'll use the other part of the banner for something else. And then all of a sudden, I'm very zoomed in. Sorry about that, but I'm just showing you how Lovely Day wasn't tying in correctly. It wasn't the right shade, so I just grabbed one of my pens to make it more of the right tone. And here you see I'm cutting my banner. So just quickly glue it, and so that's a free floating piece of vellum, but I love it, and it's just another added little touch, along with my cute little bird where it says "So Very Sweet" and the heart. So that is my finished layout. I do think about adding some enamel dots, but I don't use a whole lot of it. I think I add one up by the hearts right there, but that's my layout. So thanks everyone so much for watching, and I will see everyone next time. Bye everyone!